Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is many a true welcome to Return to Monkey Island, which, for me at least, isn't actually a return. I've never played the original, or indeed, the various games that came after it. I am brand new to this, but don't worry, I've gone away and I've done my research, and best as I can tell, broadly, this is a game about being a pirate. You're in love with a woman called Elaine, and you don't like an undead pirate called LeChuck. In large part because he has on several occasions kidnapped and attempted to marry Elaine himself. As far as I can tell, those are the consistent bits and pieces. As for the rest of it, like what we're getting into right now, I have no idea. Like, is this going to be a very traditional 90s point-and-click adventure? Let's find out, shall we?
Take this, LeChuck!
Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask.
Will you promise to stop picking on me?
All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
What's next?
Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents.
Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real. Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes, sir. Come on. I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those.
No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow.
Okay, and suddenly I appear to be in control, and okay, we are proper point and clicking. Gotcha, that's how we're doing everything.
What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
Ah, so my friend can point me in the right direction if I don't know what I'm doing, though by the sounds of it, yes, I can basically just go where I want, do where I want if I just want to explore the world a bit.
It's locked. Maybe one of the shops has a key.
Okay, and the world starts to make sense. Certain doors are locked, need to find a key, but oh no. This was once a 90s adventure game. That might mean I need to, like, invent a new type of key out of jelly babies and a screwdriver. Aha, and in my inventory down in the bottom left, I've got myself a to-do list. So, buy scurvy dogs, find the outhouse key. Junior Mighty Pirates to-do list. Yes, I do indeed suspect that I may be playing as the children of the original protagonist, which would be interesting, because that would suggest he named one of his children after his oldest nemesis, who we fought on multiple occasions. So, okay, fascinating stuff. Let's dive in here and get ourselves some scurvy dogs. Okay, step one, there's the key, but read the sign.
It says, return outhouse key when finished, or else.
Okay, that would suggest that anyone's allowed to take it, but oh, do I need to make a purchase first? Well, okay, what if I just try and snag it?
I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
Alright, so we can just go and do that straight away, but while we're here, may as well, yes, help myself to a couple of scurvy dogs, assuming I've got the money.
How much are the scurvy dogs?
Scurvy dogs are only a half piece of 8.
Okay, how many pieces of 8 do I have? Because, can't help but notice, my bag is looking a bit on the empty side in terms of the old money.
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure. If you give me a piece of 8, that's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
Good for you. You can have a couple of dogs if you give me one.
Okay, never mind, that's fine. I'm guessing the money is gonna be in the outhouse. Okay, back over here. Think I'm starting to understand how this all fits together. Use item. How do we use item? grab, sure, put that over here, and there we go. Blend X with Y, and in we, oh dear. Let's just be on our way as soon as possible. This is, yeah, smell the sludge, that's a good idea.
Ugh, what is this stuff? It smells the same as the toilet.
Okay, so as it turns out, not a good idea. Search for coins in the toilet. Maybe coins down there. Maybe this is a coin and we don't have to search in the toilet. That would be really good.
It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
Okay, now I think we should definitely be having that because the guy in the shop was looking like, yes, he was wearing very thick glasses. He might not be able to tell the difference.
What can we get with this?
Tastes like a piece of 8. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours. Yum!
Oh, hang on. I almost forgot to return the key. I am so sorry. I am really, really sorry. I'm going to return that to you because it is, in fact, yours. Replace the key.
Look,
There you go, my good man.
You want a medal?
Alright, that seems to be everything here, so I'm guessing now. Here we go. Let's go this way. I'm trying to find.
That's my friend D. Hey, D.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
Alright, now I've got myself some new stuff to do, apparently. And, oh, blimey. So, okay. Check out the anchor. There is definitely an anchor right there.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then, people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds of people invested a lot of money in these wooden anchor companies, but the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach another anchor. And so they gave up and went back to the old way. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara, meaning city. They're called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's like you've made port at an invisible city. Yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors. I read a lot.
Okay, I know that was supposed to be introducing, skipping dialogue, but that was all really, really interesting, actually. Okay, next up, beat Chucky in a race. I see a course right here. Let's flip in and do it.
Hey, Chucky, wanna race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
How do I race? Do I just click? Okay, sorry, I was supposed to just click there, but he was pretty fast, actually.
3, 2, 1,
Go! Oh, he definitely is faster than me.
Chucky wins!
This is going to be difficult to do. Hang on, we need to find a way to screw him over in some capacity. And there's also, bread. We can be having a bit of bread right there. And then... Oh, okay, that's their bread. Okay, we need to get rid of them, potentially, in order to steal the bread, to give the bread to the duck, assuming I can't feed the duck. My beautiful... No, not you.
So good.
The duck. Give to duck. Feed duck by offering him a tiny nibble of my beautiful scurvy dog.
For myself.
And unfortunately, that's not going to fly. There is a disgusting thing here. Luke say.
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs.
Oh, well, then I think we know what we're doing with that. After all, only some of it's on the ground, like it's a big glob. So as a result of that, rub that.
You're not gonna touch the ground with your scurvy dog.
No, of course not. Gross.
I mean, honestly, like, if you just touch the top bit, that'd be fine. Can I pick it up? There we go, and now it's legit, though I can also smell it.
It smells bad.
Okay, it does smell bad, but the objective was to get sauce on the scurvy dog, so... I mean, give it a go. There we go, and now give it a bite.
Yuck! I don't think that was ketchup.
Whoops.
Okay, so that might have been a bit of a mistake.
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days have no regard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I have half a mind to give you a piece of my mind.
And I've got the other half.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Gotta run.
How rude.
Okay, so once I've got them blaring, at that point, it's legitimate to just steal their bread. Because at that point, they appear to already be annoyed, so... Okay, you know what? Sometimes adventure games, you just have to accept the things only made the slightest bit of sense. Let's feed a duck. Okay, duck successfully fed. And there is also sword fighting. Let's go, Chuck.
Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up to my level.
I win.
I win.
Nuh-uh.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
Okay, that was lovely and adorable right there. Especially the inclusion of a ketchup pun, given I now have not ketchup on my hot dog. One coin, beautiful. Now that one's nice and easy. So, toss coin into well to make a wish. And I wish Chucky had a mustache. I wish D would disappear. I wish for a cool plant. I wish for another scurvy dog. I wish we could speak backwards. I wish for Chucky to, yes, break one of his legs in an unfortunate accident, making me faster than him. But maybe the mustache would slow him down.
I wish Chucky had a mustache.
Ah! Whoa!
Oh, this is very charming. This game does seem to rather capture childlike imagination very well. Ah, hang on. For Clover, D might know something.
Do you like to hunt for four-leaf clovers?
Yeah, I leave them where they are and take the extra leaves off. I want things to be even.
Did you leave any four-leafers for the rest of us?
I hope not.
Okay, not necessarily that helpful there, D. Hang on. That looks like one right there. Boom. Gotcha.
One.
Awesome.
There was still one left? Darn.
So now that I'm lucky... Oh. I've got a plan. She enjoys destroying the four-leaf clovers. So what if I was to give her one if she cheated to my advantage in the adjudication? So, okay. Come over here. Now speak to her about the race. Oh gosh darn it, it was such a brilliant plan too. Okay, I think I may have just realised something, which is you do not in fact need to bribe the judge as part of an elaborate Clover scheme. Instead, if you double click, you're faster.
3, 2, 1, go!
And then just double. Okay, so that was the answer. You just need to double click. And with that, I have successfully had fun. Brilliant.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey kids, having fun?
Yeah.
We got Scurvy dogs.
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop. Oh boy, that takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asked me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch. Feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Oh, you know, freebooting mostly, swashing buckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him.
I mean, to be honest, if you think he knows how to get to the secret, then yes, putting on a disguise and going on his ship, that would be a good way of getting to the secret. Then you just swing in at the last second and sort it all out. And yes, indeed, as I understand it, he has indeed kidnapped my wife. Possibly more than once. I think he turned her into a statue at some point.
LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point. I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
Alright, so get funding from pirates, hire ship, get crew, set off. Gotcha. I will say, as someone who has literally no dog in the race for how the graphics look now versus how they used to, this certainly has a fair bit of charm to it to my mind.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's tough on toughness.
Okay, Governor Carla suggesting yes. I think Elaine and my wife was once the governor here, but no longer. So alright, keep on keeping on and oh! Well, that'll be a zombie ship right there, absolutely. Right, Scum Bar, that's where we're supposed to be going. And they did say a long table at the back. There we flipping go. How you doing, lads?
Where are the three older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
Okay, I'm guessing those trials were in the original. So, any chance you guys want to give me a giant pile of money?
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition? Who is it that you think you are, exactly?
And yes, I'm the protagonist.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent. It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
Okay, I rather enjoy that in the framing device, my kid is way more into these guys than he is into me. That's lovely.
Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
But what if I'm willing to maybe cut you guys in where LeChuck isn't?
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies. Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes.
I quite enjoy they were literally carving a ha 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 into the table. Okay, so as it turns out, we cannot use wads of cash to outfit the expedition. Now I'm guessing the coin purse isn't looking good.
I've got a few coins for incidentals.
Okay, I might be able to buy the odd thing, not a ship though.
The pen is mightier than the sword.
Okay, so I can write on things, and I can also, maybe buy a few bits and pieces. Keep on keeping on. What else have we got round here? Need to find ourselves a ship, but... I mean, they're not wrong. Just disguising myself and going on this expedition, not a bad call.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short a swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
You see, this LeChuck, he's coming across as a good lad. So, anything else? I'm getting my own expedition. No, don't tell them that. She might tell LeChuck. Alright, we're trying to stay under the radar for now. So, you know what? I would love that job.
Absolutely. I'd love to be a swabby. Swabbing is one of my favorite things in the whole world. The restful, mindless repetition, the delicate scent of old soapy water, the proud satisfaction of a sparkling plank.
Okay. Save the strokes for the decks. The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
My name is John Smith.
LeChuck gave me a blacklist and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm sorry, can't hire you. You're obviously Guybrush Threepwood.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop.
Okay, I'd say fake moustache, one mop, and we are golden. Right, back to the street. Let's head down to Low Street.
Elaine?
Guybrush!
Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
And I was hoping you'd turn up in this story. How's your scurvy prevention project? Also, why aren't you mayor anymore? I swear you were like governor or something. Oh, and fill me in on backstory, which I should 100% already know.
Remind me how long we've been married?
Well, it still feels like the first day somehow.
Okay, that's not helpful given I don't know the answer, damn it.
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
No, you say bye first.
No, you say bye first.
Okay, I'm enjoying making this conversation as awkwardly lovey-dovey as possible, because I know the actual story is I'm just telling my son this stuff. So, if we just keep going in this loop forever...
No, you say bye first.
No, you say bye first.
No, you say bye first.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, you got
Bye.
bored slightly too fast there. Okay, step one, got a couple of shops here, though. Given I'm not doing my own expedition, I'm not sure I actually need a map, but somebody's gonna have a mop, and possibly a fake moustache.
Hey, Wally!
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again, too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned, and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
I'm looking for a mop.
This is maps and more, not mops and more.
I was hoping the and more might include mops.
Well, it doesn't. Try asking the cook over at the bar where he got his.
Okay, we've got ourselves a lead. Find a bar, speak to the cook, get the mop information there. Brilliant. So here we go, back to the bar.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
And I am, oh yeah, peachy. We don't use the word peachy enough in day-to-day conversation, damn it. Okay, now. Where's the mop, buddy? Because presumably you've got one for, yes, it's right behind me, in fact.
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree.
Okay, what about the heads?
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Okay, need an item that could, in theory, work as the head, but yes, the tree is apparently more important.
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
Okay, I'm enjoying the spiritual quest to, yes, produce a mop. Brilliant. Oh, and perfect timing. Just outside, there's some string. That could be the head of the mop. Alright, brilliant. So we got that. And then we've got the mop itself. Could I just steal the mop?
Stay away from my mop.
Okay, you can't do that unless you find a way of maybe distracting him. Also, you appear to have maggots in here.
active little guys, aren't they?
Okay, he doesn't seem too fussed about that business. Fine. I think I know where we're going next. Oh, the island's interior isn't just a, individual area. It's a map screen, so... Okay, LeChuck Ship. Low Street we've seen. There's apparently another street beyond it. Governor's Mansion. Shipyard. I think Elaine said that had been closed. The forest. If I want a tree, obviously, I need the forests.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended.
Okay, map of the forest. And I know where there's a map store, so that's going to be, yes, probably a good idea. Oh, and there's something else up here too.
Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks?
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
Okay. Can't help but notice, yes, we might have various things we can use to disguise ourselves here. Like, say, an eye patch, which, okay, that's not a great disguise to be honest, no.
What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on though, and nothing happened.
Okay, never mind. That's actually a really good disguise, so okay. I was looking for the water, but I found the disguise instead, and on top of that, there's a guard parrot. So I need a key, lockpick, and potentially something to distract the bird. Gotcha. And there's something right there. Cracker mix for the parrot. Brilliant. Right, down from there, we're going back into town to get a map of the forests. Also, apparently I could just steal a monocle. So, if there's an item up for grabs...
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Thanks. I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those Mop Tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
Okay, so in order to get a map to the Mop Tree, I need to bring a sample of a mop. So I'll need to cut a bit off his mop, potentially, but I'll need a tool to... Oh, bloody hell. Okay, back to Low Street. Check out the Voodoo Store.
Ah, the International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
Okay, that's nice, but I can't help but notice and be much more interested in the fact there appears to be a knife.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way. Think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge.
Okay, now that's cute, but... Oh yeah, want this. Give me the knife, please.
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife. Very sharp indeed.
Yeah, but can I have it? Because I really want to have it. Alright, yoink. Use knife on mop.
Stay away from my mop.
I'm not trying to steal the mop, I just want to take a tiny, tiny bit of it.
How's it going with that nightmare customer guy?
My stomach feels like it's full of cannonballs and splintered rowboats.
Okay, hang on. I might need to... Oh, bloody hell. Okay, add more to the list of things to do. You need me to help out with a customer outside.
Oh, where did he say he had the dish he wants you to make?
At the governor's mansion. It's probably some exotic, weird-tasting thing from a swanky cookbook.
Okay, so, if I go to the governor's mansion and get you a recipe so you could cook something for that guy, that will let me take a slither from your mop to make a map, to go and get the wood, to make my own mop, but I still don't have the head unless it's those strings. Bloody hell. Okay, over to High Street. This place is a little bit bigger, and on top of that, there is an alley round the back.
It seems to be stuck closed.
Okay, when you say stuck closed, pick lock, yes.
I skipped school the day they taught lockpicking.
Well, you're a bloody useless protagonist then, aren't you? Dear flipping dear. Right, okay, back to the High Street itself. We've also got ourselves lit up buildings. Okay, locksmith might be a good call. Then there's a jail. Okay, locksmith first.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
Okay, now that's interesting. So if I was able to tell you, oh, the lock in the museum, it had tiny writing on it, which I can't read, so I'd need... John, you picked up a monocle. A monocle would... Oh, bloody hell, we're getting right into adventure game logic here, aren't we? Use crackers on parrots.
It doesn't seem interested.
Okay, use monocle on tiny numbers.
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
Well, that's bloody useless. Oh, but at Wally's, there's another monocle. Grab. Combine.
If one monocle is good, two is better.
Now, logically, that would be better. Okay, this time...
Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
So, give numbers to locksmith.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This'll be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps.
And you know what? While I'm passing by, the lad in the bar did say, yes, a recipe in the mansion.
Carla.
Guybrush Threepwood.
I'm guessing we have history, but I don't know what sort of history it is. Are we playfully flirty fighting right now, or are we trying to murder each other?
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
Oh yeah, let's do some back and forth here. Let me show you what a hack looks like. I say, hacking your hand off.
Let me show you what a hack looks like.
Pretty good, Guybrush. Right on point.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
Okay, I think this is just flirty-friendly fighting. It's fine.
Well, I've come for a recipe. A dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as hot and having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
I do host plenty of functions, but I'm afraid I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
Okay, not helpful. Might need to, yes, go have a look round at the library or the kitchen. There's a book here called Ingredients.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty.
Well, borrow that, why not?
Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I like how every conversation we have immediately leads to a sword fight. That's marvelous. Sorry, I'll pay for that. I do have some money.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
Okay, so I can't get the book. Potentially I need to find a book I borrowed in a previous game and return it to her before I'm allowed to borrow a new book. So just add another bloody adventure games. Okay, ignore that for now. The book might show up like somewhere. Who bloody knows? Back to the museum. Use key on lock.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Looking good. That's folded perfectly.
That's fine, because Storage is... you probably just locked storage, didn't you?
That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
Maybe I should have bribed the parrot first. This time, Parrot, me and you need to be, yes, bribing each other.
It doesn't seem interested.
Well, that's not bloody helpful. I've literally got the... Okay, what else can we do to you? So, inside the Voodoo Shop, there is a frog. And this frog is, in fact, a forgiveness frog.
I can tell you no more. If it's forgiveness you seek, buy the frog.
Okay, so, let's put all this together. Hand over forgiveness frog to Carla.
This is for you.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
You haven't even bothered to write anything personal on this frog. That's just rude. I reject your frog.
Okay, hang on. She just said I didn't write anything. So, write on frog. Right, we're going to pen an apology. So, Dear Carla... Oh, bloody hell. I don't know what I actually did, but it's the book we're looking for forgiveness for. So, sorry about that.
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
And I realise you're tough. I realise you're hard on softness. Oh, hang on. Tough on toughness. That was on her poster.
I realize that you are tough on toughness.
And everyone says how nice you are. I always tell people how nice you are. I know you're really nicer than people say you are. Everyone says how nice you are. Oh, which of those is the right option? I'm going to say I tell people that.
And I always tell people how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology.
Okay, let's see if that's good enough.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Oh, bloody hell.
Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Santa Catalina.
Okay, that might be useful. Now I know something about her accomplishments. And there we go. Now we can mention Santa Catalina. Brilliant.
I'm impressed, Guybrush. Surprisingly thoughtful. Considering it's you, I'm strangely moved to forgive you for losing my book. And I'll treasure this frog as a memento of the time you did something right.
Deliver cookbook to cook.
I found this at the governor's mansion.
Aha! The mystery dish must be in there. I have no idea which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make them all. I'd better get to work. Thanks, Guybrush.
And that has got him nice and distracted. So now, carve a little bit. Just the slightest amount. Boom. Straight on. Love it. Right. Back to the map shop. And that gets me the map to the Mop Tree. So, oh, bloody hell. Right. This is a bit on the complicated side, apparently. Okay. So now we've got ourselves the forest proper. But just look at the map. So, we're going right, then kind of straight on-ish. Yeah, right. And then we're going, not really straight on, but, oh, hang on. It's entirely based on, yes, the things we're going towards. The, like, well, I was about to say plants, but no, some of them are fungi. So, in which case, we're going for, okay, mushroom, mushroom, mushroom. Then, oh, hang on, no. Not mushroom. Mushroom, mushroom. Yeah, still mushroom. So 3 mushrooms in a row, basically. Let's just do that. So, mushroom. 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 Then we're changing our direction to go to you. Purple Venus flytrap. Okay, that's the next 3. So, you. And you. No, don't admire them. Go this way. Then you. And that should bring me almost there to mushroom purple. Alright, so mushroom and purple. And also, there's an adorable hedgehog family. Brilliant! And hack off a branch. Be flipping beautiful. I'm just picking the right one, apparently. And there we go. A mop for me. Several hours, apparently, that took. Okay, I think I may have ruined everything, by the way. Oh dear. Now, does that go with the string?
I made him up.
And there we go. That's it. That's a mop.
It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for a lifetime.
And with that, I have created my very own mop, and I assume I may be halfway through the first chapter here, because I've got one of the items I need, but not the other. I do not know how I'm going to get round that parrot. I thought feeding it would work, but it did not. But anyway, this here is Return to Monkey Island, and, okay, I will say, it's got a bit of charm to it. I do like the tone, the way it looks, all the rest of it, but I can't deny I do struggle with adventure games a bit, because I like my games to have a bit of, you know, openness, choice, the ability to approach problems as you choose to. And adventure games are completely the opposite of that. They're the game genre that says, no, the developers dreamed up one and precisely one highly convoluted method of solving this problem, and you must find that one and only one solution. Me and this genre, we're just never going to be 100% friends, but I'd say from what I've seen today, this is probably about as good as it gets. It's a fun, charming, delightful thing. It just doesn't quite click for me, so who knows, maybe one day I'll find a point-and-click adventure that does it for me. We shall flipping see. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Return to Monkey Island. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Now I kind of want to see if I can shoot something out of midair, so, and, it turns out I'm a genius at guns. Why is it beeping? What's beeping? Oh, my health, because I'm about to die. Everything's fine, you stay the flip down. I wasn't emotionally ready for any of this.